Gamestorming, a comedy game design podcast by two guys who know nothing about comedy nor game design. I'm Trevor Scott, and with me as always is Ben Slinger.
Hello.
Okay, so welcome to episode 2 of Click Pitch Classic. Ben, what can you remember about these games?
Nothing. I don't remember. It was too long ago.
Yeah.
Do you have any titles there? What did you even do that week?
I don't know. I think
this is from episode 8 or something?
Episode 8, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, we made some games that were probably terrible, but hopefully funny.
I don't think iJoysticks is in this one. That's coming.
Oh, okay. You'll hang out for the iJoysticks in probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, so please enjoy.
No, definitely enjoy. We demand you enjoy. This
Ben demands that you enjoy. So, enjoy.
So your word was?
My word was art.
And mine was trouble.
So,
something to do with
trouble.
Art trouble.
So my first thought was trouble as art. So like you're trying to create trouble in the most artistic way possible. So, you're given an open world and you have to smash shit up and you have to steal things, but somehow there's some sort of artistic metric that you have to meet.
So kind of like Art Attack, where it would go above, and then all your destruction has actually created a picture.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's it, exactly. Yeah, you're just running around, smashing things, killing people, blood's going everywhere, and then once you're done, like the camera pans up, pointing down, and it's a happy little face.
And for the first couple of levels, you can have like a little outline on the ground that you got to sort of keep, the colours within the lines, as it were.
Yeah.
So it's like
kill by numbers.
Smash this yellow bus right here. Dismember these people over here.
We need a bit more red.
Oh look, we need some blue. Here's some cops coming down the street.
Make sure their corpses are in a straight line.
And kill them in such a way that they don't have any blood leaking out. Otherwise, you get red in there. And red and blue makes purple.
That's a pretty good challenge. You got to use non-invasive means. Poison, bludgeoning.
You sort of, you're walking up behind someone with a garrote, and
yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, that's basically. It's basically it could be an expansion for Hitman, just about.
See where I sort of went with it was, okay, what if the art was more about the artist? So you had an artist. Mm-hmm. Who got into a little bit of financial trouble.
Okay.
So
the art is in trouble.
The artist is in trouble.
Right.
So I took art.
By extension, the art.
So I thought, well, maybe he's got a struggling art gallery, so he starts doing, some freelance work on the side, and it ends up, being counterfeit sort of stuff, and the artist within this adventure game. I'm seeing it as an adventure game, and you've got little mini games as he's trying to copy the bits of art, and if you make too many mistakes, it can be detected even easier. And
right. Well, see, when you mentioned that, I was thinking, it's a management game, so you're running your art gallery, but on the side you can counterfeit pieces of art for a cash infusion in case you're mismanaging.
Oh, that may even work a little bit better. I mean, we keep on going for the adventure game metric, but we haven't done a management simulator.
Yeah, that's it. So it's somehow it's you build up your art gallery. You have to place your paintings for maximum effect. You have your people wandering through, your little AI viewers,
kind of like theme hospital or theme park and.
That's it.
So it's theme gallery.
Gallery architect, something like that. Gallery tycoon. And, if you serve the right drinks, you loosen them up a bit, they might be more likely to pay a bit more money for something.
And then,
got to hire the right people who blend in and make really academic comments on the, oh, yeah, well, this, the artist at this point was in a deep depression, and you could really see it come out in the blacks and the blues.
That's just a light switch. Stop.
Yeah, but they paid $6,000 for it, so you win.
Yeah, and prizes go to what I was actually going for in my reference there. Please
tweet at us.
Tweet at us
if you get that reference, because I don't.
I know someone out there, one of our good friends, will certainly get the reference I was going for.
Hi, Rob.
Yes. Hopefully he'll be happy with that reference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I like that. It can even be to the point of maybe you can bring some of the adventure game aspects into it, and you can discover artists. You discover the right artist, and you can bring them up to fame and fortune.
But if you discover the wrong artist, turns out that the mob comes looking for their protection money, and then you end up laundering money through the gallery.
There's another mechanic that we can bring in there for sure.
I'm actually interested in this game. I reckon it'd be awesome. I wasn't much for the sim sort of thing, but I can certainly.
You can get behind the mob ties and the money laundering. Yeah,
it's kind of like...
That sounds like you.
Mafia 3. Mafia 3 based in an art gallery, and it's all about
It's a front for the mob.
Yeah, I quite like that. It's
Well, my only other idea was that you actually play a guy called Arthur Trouble. Arthur Trouble.
Arthur Trouble? Yep. So what does Arthur Trouble do for...
I don't know. That's all I had.
Oh, you just had Arthur Trouble.
I don't know. He gets into trouble, I guess. Arthur sounds like a bit of a bumbling name. Maybe it's just a platformer where it's like a Mr. Magoo kind of situation where he's just walking and you have to protect him. Keeps getting into trouble.
I'm actually picturing it's just a sprite swap with like Duke Nukem 3D, and it's just called Arthur Trouble. You don't change anything at all.
Don't even change the sprites then. Just change the name. Just cross it out.
No, I'm thinking you
literally just
changed
crossed out on the title screen.
You literally just changed the character sprite, but all the way through they're still making references to Nukem and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Should we do another one?
Yep. I've got a word here.
Okay. What's your word?
Copper.
Digestion.
So
copper, like COPPER?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
go two ways with this. You go first.
Okay. So I'm not sure which one you're going for. So you said digestion.
Yes.
So copper digestion. It's like a police quest game, but it's like all the focus is on how many donuts he can eat in between. So
it's basically set in the parking lot of a donut store.
It's all the time like when he's in there, you hear all these stories about all these fun adventures everyone else has been on.
You don't actually get to see any of it. Like, every now and then, someone comes in and like tries to shoplift a donut, and you have to stop him.
And he just hides behind the counter, just eating more donuts.
He doesn't do anything. It's like, I haven't finished my donuts yet.
I don't know. I wanted to take it as far away from what I was originally thinking as possible.
So the other place you can go with that, of course, is copper, the element, the metal.
Yep.
So it's a political game where you're going around munching. It's basically Pac-Man, except you're munching up the horrible mixed media NBN that Malcolm Turnbull completely fucked up. It's like a munch. All this last mile copper has to go.
And what are you crapping out? Fiber?
Yeah, you're crapping fibre out the other end.
No, I've actually got it.
Crapping out Turnbull's tears.
So I've got another one.
Okay.
So, at the entrance to the stomach.
Okay, this is going to go well. Yeah.
So at the entrance to the stomach, you've got. I've decided that it's going to be one of those sort of. You know how when Pixar did Inside Out, they had those little characters representing all the different, emotions and that sort of stuff. Well, I think that you could have sort of a world set where all the different organs are represented by different
Characters.
by
yep.
different characters, and the digestive system or the stomach happens to be a policeman.
Okay, I like it.
You could actually have, certain organs are getting sick, and so therefore the stomach's trying to figure out.
Stomach has to go around and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Detective Tummy.
Or it's the brain trying to go and figure it out, and it just so happens that the stomach is sick in this first episode, and you can take it from there. It's
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm just concerned though, what happens in his body when the brain migrates down to the stomach for the interview or for the murder scene?
well, maybe it's not the brain as such. Maybe okay.
Is it the white blood cells?
Yeah, it's the white blood cells, and think of it like Charlie's Angels, and the brain is Charlie. You never actually get to see it.
And the brain's just directing everything over a radio link.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, the white blood cells going around and trying to
Try to solve the mystery.
Solve the
Talking to
mystery
The
of-
stomach, the liver, the kidneys, all the usual suspects.
talks to the gallbladder.
Oh, I bet it's that fucking shifty appendix. Fuck that guy. We got to get rid of him.
Although they're trying to actually stop as many appendectomies from actually happening now. They're trying to treat it all with antibiotics instead of just cutting out the appendix, because it actually helps.
It does have a use.
It does actually have a use, and it's just
I
that
think
they
it does
never
collect
knew it
certain
before.
toxins or something. Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was. I just remember reading that the number of appendectomies have certainly dropped. So it's probably not the appendix who's the killer in this case.
Sorry, I was just racially profiling. Should we do one more before we finish up?
Yes.
Okay.
Ink.
Smell. Ooh. Ink smell. Okay. I don't think that's a title in itself, but we could probably bring those concepts together in some way.
Definitely. So
ink, obviously either writing or octopus. I mean squid.
and teenagers getting high off the smell.
Well, now that just sounds like a news report from the Herald Sun.
True.
Teenagers these days are capturing squid and getting high off the ink smell.
So anyway, the digestive cop trying to figure out, why brain is sending it off on all these different things, and turns out that it's actually the ink smell.
Yeah, there's no problem at all. It's just the owner of this body who happens to be a stupid teenager sniffing squid ink to get high. All right. I'm going to click 11 times. Burn.
Metal.
All right. Burn and metal. This I like. So, you're a firefighter who's into heavy metal, and you have to put out music by put out music. You have
Put
to
out
put
fires.
out fires by playing music really loud.
And so I'm gathering that this is with a Guitar Hero controller that you've got to, like, it's that peripheral that you got to use, or
Yeah. The Guitar Hero controller doesn't get enough love these days.
but it's got to be the new one, doesn't it? Because so that you can actually get some use out of it. Sorry, sick burn.
Sick burn, metal burn. I actually years ago tried to write a game that did use the Guitar Hero controller, but it was like an action game where you had to destroy UFOs that were coming towards the Earth.
Yep.
And each of them had a little riff on them. So it was kind of like something like Typing of the Dead or whatever, but you had, instead of typing, you had to
Play a riff.
play the little riff. But I spent all this time trying to make it so that when you played the little riff, it like that it would play in key, so if you did it right and played in rhythm, it would sound like you were actually sort of making music in some form or another.
Yep.
But I failed miserably. So that was a fun little anecdote of my pathetic game development career.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to really be making a lot of money on any games that we sort of put out.
No, I think, well...
Is any an amount that we're ever expecting to get?
Well, it depends. If this podcast counts as our copyright for all of these concepts, right? So hopefully someone will listen and go out and make it, and then we'll just be able to claim a bunch of royalties or something.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's a good thing. You know, we've got a perfectly legal way of actually saying, look, we came up with this first. Here's the date that we actually recorded this.
Yeah. All right. Let's do one more.
One more,
If
but
it
make it a
doesn't
good
work,
one.
we're going to finish up. All right. What's your word?
Attack.
Judge.
Judge attack.
Attack judge. All right. This I like. So basically it starts off as like a Judge Judy-esque TV show.
Yep.
And you're the judge.
Yep.
And so you have two people presenting their cases.
And then you attack the one that you don't like.
And basically at the end you get to attack one of them.
It turns into like a Mortal Kombat, like finish him. You just
Totally.
rip their arms off or something.
You've got a lot of judge related attack moves. You know,
Gavel.
gavel, yeah, gavel throw, robe spin.
Well, given that it'd be based here in Australia, you got wig throw.
Wig throw. You can tap in your bailiff. He does a special attack.
With his revolver.
Jesus. Yeah, it just turns dark. It's just boom. No, that's it. Attack over.
I'm also seeing, maybe you're a guy as you're walking down the street, if you see someone who's being judgmental, you attack them.
I think that's just an asshole simulator.
Or maybe you're the guy who's being judgmental when people attack you.
You're just a judgmental asshole when you have to attack people. You have to fend people off as they attack you.
It's like
What? I'm just telling the truth. I'm just speaking my mind. I was just speaking my mind when I said you had an ugly child. and then they throw the kid at you.
Oh shit.
Ha 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 ha. They were awesome.
Brilliant. Just brilliant games. Why hasn't anybody made those games yet that we just came up with that I can't recall what they were?
Yes.
So look forward to a new episode of Lamestorming next week. Might have some new segments for you. We might go back to some new click pitch. In the meantime, you can find us on Twitter at Lamestorming, all one word.
We're on Facebook, facebook.com/lamestorming. Again, all one word.
Should probably just assume it's usually one word. You can email us, podcast@lamestorming.com.
Is that one word, Ben?
Well, there's a dot in there. Does that count? Lamestorming is one word.
Yeah,
Yes.
lamestorming is one word. Okay, awesome. Search for us on iTunes where you can rate, review, subscribe, but that's a 2-word version
Yeah,
of
search for us
Lamestorming.
on there with 2 words. It might come up otherwise. You can go to our website, one word, lamestorming.com.
We'd like to thank Kuradust, one word, for for the intro and exit songs.
And 3 words, Two Sweary Dads is our other podcast. You can find us at twoswearydads.com, and that is a podcast about parenting and other dadly pursuits.
And we had a very special guest on this week, Dr. Shane Joseph, a very good
That's right,
friend
and
of mine.
That episode should be up right now, so go check it out.
It was lots of fun.
Yep.
So please check it out. So I suppose we've got to the very end. Ben, should we start development?
On those terrible ideas? Nah, can't be bothered.
sand.
Behavior. Did you just fall over?
Yeah, that's how impressed I was with that one. I just knocked my mic over.